Welcome to episode 94 of the Awkward Tapes podcast. We're awkward friends. They have awkward conversations about like the awkward things.
And we do.
Hey.
No, we don't.
We just made that up.
The whole brand is like a lie.
We're actually not awkward.
Hi.
It's been a fake this whole
Yeah, it's
time.
been fake.
It's been a that's not a
Hi.
thing.
We're pretty good actors.
I feel
Hi.
So if you're
Hi.
in the living room and you pass away, did you die or did you just get knocked out?
What? Say it again.
I like that.
Well, you know how the living room is called the living room?
Well,
If you pass away in the living room, did you die or did you just get knocked out?
that's a good point. It's like the bathroom.
Yeah.
You don't have to take a bath in the bathroom.
And not every time.
Or get this.
Take a
This
poopy.
this grinds my gears. Rest room. You're not resting in.
well-
that's your bedroom.
I mean,
your bedroom.
there's
bedroom
been, I'm
is your
not going to
rest
lie.
room.
That's true.
There's social events where I really don't have to go that bad. I'll just go to get away for a minute.
Rest.
Rest,
Oh.
if you will.
You know,
Rest.
the term throw the baby out with the bathwater.
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard of that?
What?
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Michael
Evan, have you heard
Jackson?
of that?
Don't let you...
Hi.
Have you ever heard of the catchphrase, if the corn is too lanky, you got to go out and get some more corn in the backfield
Okay.
instead of the front
All right.
field that is down there on the dirt road with the Polaris in the back seat?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay, don't throw
While
the
your
baby.
biscuits being buttered on the other side of Juneteenth.
No, this is a very, not a very common phrase, but a common phrase, I promise.
No, I have heard of it.
Yes, thank you. So don't throw
I
the
just wanted
baby
to see
out.
you struggle.
Right. Thank you. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater is a saying that people use when they're trying to say like, oh, well, don't just throw it all away or don't just give up.
Because then you're throwing away a baby, and that's wrong.
It's wrong. It actually comes from back in the day when people didn't take baths that often. It was like once every few months or something, or every few weeks.
Actually...
They would take turns. The head of the household would take the first bath, and then I think it's the woman,
The first lady?
generally the woman of the household.
the first
Then the kids in order of oldest to youngest. So by the time you get to the youngest, which is a baby, most of the time you have really
Most of
dirty
the
bath
time.
water.
Oh.
Like a finger being slathered and butter and getting like just smashed by a sledgehammer.
I feel like it
you ever
should be
heard
the
that term
opposite.
before?
Yeah.
Okay, can I be honest?
Basically,
But the
back
head
in
of the
I-
household takes the last bath.
I have no clue what's going on and what we're talking
I
about.
love the energy.
I-
though.
Apparently, we're throwing babies or something.
Here's-
I don't know.
Yeah.
It made no sense.
Here's something else to consider.
It's weird.
I've seen articles and have heard conversations about people saying that we overbathe ourselves.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that
To
actually is a
where
thing.
we
yeah.
can't
Heard that.
or don't allow our body enough time to generate its own oils and minerals.
Right. So
I think we
that's-
should develop some stink.
I don't know about some stink, but
That's why I only take a bath. Never take baths,
sometimes I take a bath in my standing shower.
dude. I can't enjoy a bath. I just feel awkward sitting there in a tub full of water.
Yeah,
If it
Presley
has some
likes
jets,
to take
it's
baths
nice.
in a standing shower. He just like sits on the drain, and then it just like the whole thing fills up. He's just sitting underwater, just like floating around.
It's like, well, like when you're in a bath, you're just sitting there. You're like, yep, that's me.
Have you-
naked?
Have you ever seen like Houdini? Like he's trapped in that case of water and he tries to get out. That's what Presley likes to try to do.
No, see, I'm innovative. I have like a little clear plastic tube that goes to the top for air, so I can just stay down there and
For
just-
hours.
For hours.
That's what he
Get all
does
crinkly.
at least a couple times a week when he comes home from work.
Right. I just close the shower doors because I don't have an actual bathtub.
Why
Then the
does
water
our-
just collects
Why does our skin get wrinkly when we're in the water for too long?
because of the lack of oils and minerals.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, thank you guys for coming back for episode 94.
Please take a shower.
Wait, 94?
3, 4,
94.
4.
Is it 94?
It's
Okay.
all numbers.
It's all awkward.
know.
You know what number
It's
we're
all
on.
awkward.
Yeah, you
know,
do.
It'll be on there. Thank you. Prepare yourself for a session of awkwardness. If y'all could be any age for the rest of your life, what age would you be?
25.
Oh, like 5.
5? Is that a serious answer?
What? All you do is have fun. You have no responsibilities. You don't have to worry about anything. It is amazing.
Nah. I
don't agree.
people have always said that it's best to be young and whatnot. I really don't think so. I think when you
Have
grow
fun
up,
paying
it's better.
taxes every year.
Yeah, but you got your own stuff. You got your own everything. You own everything that you have.
I'd
And it's yours.
rather be owned
Your
at 5.
parents are still controlling most things you do.
I would say 25. That's a good age.
I
'cause
do
you can
like
rent
5.
cars.
You can rent.
We
a
all
car.
don't even know what 25 looks like for us. We're all under 25.
But we know what it
almost
looks like
there.
for other people.
Right.
Getting there.
I would say no more than 30. But 30 is not a bad age. You
No.
can still be kicking butt.
Yeah.
30.
I'd say 25, just like he said, for the sake of being able to rent a car. If it wasn't for that and we could rent cars sooner, I'd say 21.
Yeah.
And that'd be it.
21.
'Cause 21 just seems to be the accepted
Yeah.
age for, I don't know. Oh, you're an adult now.
Yeah, but
23,
like
right?
barely. Like I think you get more respect when you're 30. So maybe
Yeah.
like 28.
Or
You're still young, but you
if
get respect.
act
Yeah.
older and you just freaking grow a beard, you don't have to worry about
Right.
Facts.
perception.
Me and Leighton need to learn that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Or if you're a woman, just grow a mustache.
I don't know about that.
do. Zach has the best advice I've ever heard.
That's the type
tried.
of women he's into.
I wonder how many times
Mustache.
Leighton's gonna spit this episode.
I don't know. I think I might have overactive saliva glands like Zach.
Yeah.
Tell
I
us
do
more
too.
about that.
So saliva
Yes.
So I don't know if y'all know this, but
Saliva.
your body makes saliva and it helps you like digest food
Spit.
in your mouth. Like
It helps you
melt.
digest food in your mouth.
Yeah, basically, essentially.
Just
Yeah,
let it sit.
that's the purpose.
But
That's how it
some people have a
happens.
little too much. Like it's already building up for me. I got to swallow again. Zach has it too.
Dude,
Zach
you
taught
could
me about
probably
it.
down like a popsicle and just like that.
Actually, I can.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I can eat so fast. I put you know how I take big bites?
Uh huh.
It's gone.
It just like
It evaporates.
Shrinks.
Yes, because of my overactive saliva glands.
Granted, you eat fast, but I also eat slow. So
I also eat fast, and I also have the same thing.
You have overactive. Yeah. Saliva
is this a
glands?
real word right now?
I don't know. Zach made it up like 10 years ago when we first met.
Saliva?
no, it was an excuse,
Overactive.
and my brother used it too. I don't even know if it's a real thing, but my brother and I are both convinced that we have overactive saliva glands because we're always spitting, drooling, gleeking, all of it.
Gleek?
You know what that is?
Uh-uh.
You ever
Did you make that up too?
no? You ever like? I don't know how to explain this, but you know what I'm talking about, Evan, right? Gleeking. Oh my gosh, you're just gonna let me suffer again? Okay, that's fine.
Hello.
I'll explain this. Don't you worry. So gleeking,
actually
when you
know.
like push your tongue towards the roof of your mouth.
Oh!
Yeah, and then it like spits.
Yes,
I've
I've
heard
done
of
that.
this.
That's gleeking.
No, it like shoots out.
It like
I
shoots
thought
out.
it was
done that.
some method to make it look like you have a stronger jawline.
That's
I
called
wish.
Something else. I
Oh yeah,
forgot the name of it.
if you push your tongue to the roof of your mouth, it actually makes your jawline more defined.
Did you go to a concert recently? Your voice is gone.
Shmev looks like Cletus from down the
You're
road.
like jittery.
Your your neck muscles are strained. You ever get cramps on the side of your neck?
Yes.
Where you turn and just like get undone.
Here's the definition of gleeking. Also, gleeting, gleeping, glitting, gleeking, and glicking is the projection of saliva from the submandibular gland on compression by the tongue.
You ever
on
had those
compression.
little saliva tablets that make your mouth salivate?
No, that is the last thing I need.
I accidentally had one once,
Oh.
and it was terrible.
Probably.
And drinking water,
Drinking?
fun fact, makes it worse.
Oh.
I mean, probably you're adding liquid on liquid.
Have you ever spit, like, because, you know, you talk and you spit? Have
Yeah.
you ever, like, spit
On
on
someone?
but it's,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
not really like a friend. It's someone that, like,
Oh
kinda-
yeah.
Yeah.
like that's
Oh, that
really
was a
awkward.
common occurrence growing up. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while, but I do spit when I talk.
I mean, I don't do it anymore.
like,
or at least,
what's-
hopefully not.
Yeah, I used to walk up to someone, shake their hand, and go, "Hey, nice to meet you."
Like what's the animal that
Llama.
does that? Like a
Or,
llama.
or an alpaca or whatever they are. Is
I
it
got
llamas?
I got
think
spit
it's-
on by I think an alpaca before.
I think it's
I
both.
cried.
the Wachuchi tribe in Ace Ventura, they like to spit on people and you know that they love you. The Wachuchi tribe.
Oh yeah,
The Wachuchi.
that's right.
The what? Choo-choo?
Yeah, the
Wachuchi?
It's like-
Wachuchi? Wachuchu?
Wait, I don't remember
good
that
movie.
actually.
Really?
So,
Anyway.
Yeah.
It was a greeting.
Like, oh, okay.
And
Where'd you get spat on? Your face?
What? Oh, the alpaca? No, like
Yeah.
right in the neck.
Ah,
Oh, neck
That's
shot.
like in third grade.
no.
Right in the Adam's apple.
Yeah, right in the Adam's apple.
That's
And I
disgusting.
remember crying.
I'd probably cry too.
Have y'all ever let a saltine cracker sit on your tongue until it completely dissolves?
Nope.
It takes about 2 minutes.
Salt side on your tongue.
Yeah, it takes forever. It takes a lot of discipline to not swallow.
I'm gonna look how long it takes.
What is wrong with us? No, actually, no. What is wrong with you guys?
Fresh topic. I'm talking. I don't want to
This
talk
is
about
the change
saliva
the
anymore.
subject.
Dude, it's making my mouth dry.
And also, yes, I did go to a concert.
My
It was
mouth is
great.
very wet.
Your voice is very pubescent.
What?
No, it sounds.
All right, Zach saw a Led Zeppelin cover band. Woo.
Yeah, it was
so
fun.
apparently, 15 minutes is enough time to.
Save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Wait, that didn't answer at all. What? Never mind. I don't know how long it takes for a saltine cracker to dissolve.
Well, Zach, tell us about
Well,
your
how many
concert.
licks
Yeah,
does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Well, the world may never know, but it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Mythbusters actually did an episode on it.
What was the answer?
200 something? Like high 200s, I think.
they
Maybe
just
low
sat there.
300s.
With one of those and just
No, they built a machine.
a tongue machine?
I guess in a sense.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So, Zach, how was your concert?
Oh, do I get to answer now? Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
It was good. It was a bunch of old geezers because it was an old band, but it was really fun. The drummer did like a 10-minute solo that I was gonna pass out because it was so awesome.
Do you like the drummer?
Oh yeah, it was great.
The band was good.
Well, it was a cover band, so it wasn't obviously the same drummer. The original drummer for Led Zeppelin passed away actually very early on. His name is John Bonham. Legendary.
Oh, yeah. I remember that name.
Bottom.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he drank so much that he slept on his back, threw up in his mouth, and died. Yeah, which
Yeah,
really
it's,
sucked. And not only was he actually a pretty decent guy from what the band says, at least, he was one of the best drummers of all time. It was really cool. Really cool guy.
Ringo.
But yeah, I loved the cover band though. It was a great venue. It was at I don't know if I should say it, but it was a cool place, and I got to take my brother. That was his Christmas present.
He was in McMinnville, Tennessee.
Oh, freaking McMinnville! Stay away from there.
What a
So
name.
there were a lot of old people there.
Oh yeah, tons. Well, if you can imagine, that band was in the '70s, so it was a bunch of
Yeah.
old people just
So-
reliving the
I
past.
thought Led Zeppelin was 80s. Was it 70s?
70s and 80s.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So was there a mosh pit or?
No,
Not here.
With the old
not
geezers.
at all. Old geezers.
They going
Hitting
punch.
people with canes.
Oh man, they take their walker and just go to town.
Any funny stories from those old people?
Actually, you know what? I normally do have good stories. It was a pretty mundane concert. It was a good time and a lot of fun, but most of the excitement was on
I
stage.
imagine there was a lot of racism.
Zach, well that works out. I thought you were racist.
Well, yeah, it does. So,
I like how
answer
Zach
gets
has been
worse.
Zach has been accused by Presley of being a racist 2 different times. The first time he said, "Well, not particularly." The second time he said, "Yeah."
That's going to bite you in the butt in 20 years.
no.
Oh, yeah, I
not
am.
racist.
Yeah.
But we find this clip and we just chop it up to where you don't explain that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
No,
even
just
me explaining
out
it's
of
not like it
context.
helps.
no, I'm just
my
saying
gosh.
old people. A lot of them are racist,
Are they though?
especially
Well,
in Tennessee.
probably. Yeah, I'd say so. There's probably a good chance of it. I don't think there were many people other than white people there.
Yeah, I was
so-
gonna say. I mean, wasn't all the members of Led Zeppelin white?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah, they were.
You have to have
Well, were they
diversity.
white or Canadian?
Well, you don't know.
That's fun backstory, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good time. I enjoyed it. And I think Trey had a good time too.
I would like to go to concerts again. I haven't been to a good concert in a long time. I used to go to heavy metal concerts in high school.
Yeah,
That
He
was,
was so cool.
with
that was-
Ryan and Andrew, right?
yeah, it was a good time. And
Shout out to
Samuel,
them guys.
Samuel, he
And
came
Samuel.
along too.
I would be
Samuel.
happy to go.
Let's do it.
Well, if you could live in any fictional world, where would you choose to live?
So canned tuna, right? It's really delicious.
Yeah.
Lots of salt, and
So you'd be a fish,
yeah,
like in Nemo.
So really, I do
No.
think ducks deserve chairs. So
Are you?
All right, everybody leave.
all right, we're gonna get
There
up.
you
now.
go.
Thanks for.
I had to pull a schmav.
That's gonna do it for this podcast.
So
Any fictional world
Okay, I'm gonna say.
you'd be placed in.
I'm gonna say the Marvel universe.
Oh, explain why.
Oh.
So I can get my hands on the technology of the time, and become a Batman like Iron Man.
So, like in this hypothetical situation, you wouldn't be a character. Like you would be your own.
Oh, can I be a character?
I mean, you're your own. Like you're not Iron Man.
Yeah.
You are your own character. You are you going into this.
Yep.
So, like, okay, you go into the Marvel universe.
Yep.
What's the first thing you do? First thing you do when you're entered.
I work on making myself an Iron Man suit because the technology exists in that universe. Except I would give it a Batman like twist.
So you would be Iron Man.
Would you
Iron Bat.
give yourself bat nipples?
Iron Bat.
I would just for the
Not
meme.
bad.
Iron nipple.
I would give myself Iron
Oh no!
It's Iron Man suit, but you have nipples like the bat nipples.
That's awesome.
You just your little twist.
I do
love
not
it.
approve.
No,
know.
it's okay.
I think I would be in
would be
Narnia.
cool.
I would love to be in
Narnia?
Narnia. That would
Ooh.
be so cool.
Okay.
All you have to do is walk into a wardrobe and bam, you're in there.
A
would you do?
wardrobe.
Excuse me. You're there. You said what?
What would you do?
Oh my gosh. I would go be friends and learn how to fight with that little mouse thing.
What's his name?
I forgot.
I haven't seen that movie
Remy.
in forever.
Stuart Little.
Remy.
Remy. Either that or also I've been watching the Harry Potter series and I'm about halfway through. That's been kind of fun, but that would also be kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
So
Be terrifying.
the Dementors.
Harry Potter. I would love to be in SpongeBob.
Dude.
SpongeBob would be great. I
That'd
like
be
that
awesome.
answer the best so far.
Can't breathe under there.
Yeah, you can't breathe under
In
there.
this
But
hypothetical
Sandy Cheeks
situation.
can't either,
Yeah,
but she
what
lives
about
down there
Sandy?
just fine.
Can't
got a
talk to
dome.
mice,
I
but
can
I
live with
am.
Roommate.
You can talk to all sorts of different creatures.
I want to
down
be
there.
Patrick's friend.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick just needs some love.
I don't want to go anywhere near the water where there's critters.
Where there are sharks.
Critters.
Sharks.
So you don't like water.
Yeah.
I don't think he.
I don't like what's under the water.
He doesn't like what's in the water.
Well, you know, when
How
the creek
much?
rises.
How much would it take for you to like?
Be in a shark cage.
Yeah, yeah. We'll use
How much
that.
money
How
would
much
you-
money would it take?
Like to actually like if you were to get off.
I got scared just thinking about it.
Okay.
Awkward
if you-
Tapes has
on.
5 million subscribers.
Right. No, not even that. Like if you were offered, if you got an email today from, I don't know, Mark Cuban saying, hey, this is going to be entertaining. We're going to film it. I'm going to give you X amount of money to go to the sea in a week and be in a shark cage. How much money would it have to be? For you.
I don't know if I could do it for. I just don't know. That is the worst. That is the worst. I can't
mean,
think of a worse like
if-
punishment.
1
Here,
billion.
if we
if someone
ever-
paid you $1 billion.
That's I was thinking. Bill.
If we
I
ever
don't
do
think
some
millions.
Impractical Jokers type stuff, there's your punishment.
Okay.
I
I'll just
couldn't do
keep
it.
going until it's too low. 500 million.
That's too low. I'd have to
Wow.
do.
Low.
I don't think I would do millions.
750.
$1 million.
Is this before or after taxes?
I
True.
keep it, all of it.
He keeps all
Okay,
of
so after.
After, yeah.
So $1 billion. All
Maybe.
right, we're saving up.
We're
We
saving
started
up.
GoFundMe.
If you guys
We're
would
just like,
like to
guys, one
contribute,
penny at a time.
That seriously is probably the worst thing I could possibly think of.
You're the
I
one
think
that
that's-
said it.
If they're coming at you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not just saying they're floating around. That would be scary. But if I've seen like the Shark Tank videos where they are like trying to get in between, they're shoving their nose in there, and they're like, arr, arr, you know what I'm saying?
It's like
That
getting the
is the
last
worst.
Pringle in the Pringles can.
Yeah, get in there.
And you're the Pringle.
Yeah.
oh,
That would
that's
have been
the
a great
worst.
Presley thought.
Layton,
Dude.
you're the Pringles.
I have
I am.
never seen anybody like so scared of their worst fear like how you are.
Yeah. What's the worst thing is when you have dreams about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What are y'all's worst fears?
Y'all know mine. Demons.
Demons, that's right.
Demons.
Cannot stand that stuff. Demonic stuff.
That's fine.
I've gotten better with sharks over the years, though.
Okay, well let me ask you
But
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
How much money would it take for you to spend the night in the Conjuring house?
Oh, I mean this in the most
No.
literal way
No,
possible.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Amount of money.
There's no.
$100 billion.
I mean it, Shmev, when I say there is nothing that anyone could do unless I was forced to go into that house.
All
Okay,
right.
instead of money, what if it's like a gun to someone's head and you had to go in?
If you
To
don't go to
save
this
Shmev's
house,
life.
Presley
Die.
is gonna die.
Shmev is gonna die if you don't spend the night in the house.
Oh, he doesn't care about me that much.
Yeah, so if I'm actually thinking about this seriously, like fine, of course, whatever. Like I have Jesus, you know. Jesus. But that would still my
Yeah, that'd be
worst
bad.
nightmare. Literally my worst
You get to
nightmare.
marry Zendaya. Well, what demons? What are demons?
Oh my god!
All I can see is my angel.
Can I bring a priest?
Sure.
No.
Yeah, but the priest's name is Zendaya.
You
and
can
it's Zendaya.
call a
They
priest.
weren't violent. If you think about the story, they weren't violent until a long period after, right? Until like they took over.
You
But
never know.
you don't
one
know what night is he spending though. Is he spending like the night of like the last night in there?
Friday the 13th.
It's just some random night. Some random night.
So it could be fine. It could be bad.
But you get to marry freaking Zendaya.
God, dude, yeah, that is tough. That is so tough. Because that's
So-
like woman of my dreams. But-
Okay, so $100 billion or marry Zendaya?
Oh, Mary Zendaya. Yeah, absolutely.
Presley
Rico.
will hold hands with Shmev or marry Zendaya.
Zach, choose wisely.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, Mary Zendaya. So like, if one day I have one of those cool moments where people will, we all get famous and stuff, and then like I get in an interview with Ellen, and they're like, "Oh, you had a little crush on Zendaya. Let's bring her out." I'd probably pass out on sight.
Yeah, you
Probably.
would.
I
What
can
if
see
Tom,
your
Tom
face.
Holland came out with her though?
I'd have to shake the
Mouth
dude's hand.
wide open.
I'd
Now,
have to
this would
shake-
be the ultimate prank. Like you're on. I guess we can. Even though Ellen is, now not a show anymore.
Thank
Oh
gosh.
yeah, I forgot
Um,
about that.
like she's like, well, we have Zendaya here. Like comes out and it's just Leighton in a wig and like high heels.
That'd be funny. I'd pay to see that.
Your mouth is like turn around.
Gosh.
The
girl in my
excitement to
dreams.
anger.
Presley,
That's tough.
what is your worst fear?
I got a couple. Two mainly. I don't like talking about this in a public forum.
Not being prepared.
Don't use it against me. That's number 3.
Number 3.
Number 1 is heights. Number 2 is needles.
Yeah, heights. Duh, I knew that.
Forgot about heights.
Yeah.
Needles.
Evan, that's your worst fear, isn't it?
Those are 1 and 2 for me.
Yeah.
Needles and heights.
Heights
that
number
order?
1, needles number 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 3, not being prepared.
Don't
Yeah,
share
getting a
trauma.
flu shot like on top of the Grand Canyon, like I would rather die.
I actually would rather die. That's horrible.
How much money would it take to go bungee jumping in the Grand Canyon?
Oh, wow.
No.
You seen those
No
videos where
amount
they
of
like
money.
jump into
$2 or
it?
$3.
$2-3? Yeah.
Just enough to like give me a little
No,
discount off my coffee.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not doing that.
No,
Not doing
no amount of no.
There, I
nothing.
can't think of a circumstance.
I would
to
do
where
it for $1 million.
Okay, gun to my head. Liam Neeson's about to kill me.
You have Jesus.
Been nice knowing you.
You are knowing the Lord.
you
I'm
are
doing you a
you
favor.
are already taken, my good sir.
It's like, Zach, are you okay with God? All right, go ahead and do it.
You okay? You gotta
I
get
know
affairs in
Liam
order?
Neeson's just sitting there like, wait, no, this is like, no, you want to make sure you jump. It's just like Liam Neeson trying to talk you down from it. You're just like, no.
Could you imagine? And I know you've talked about this before, but I think what was it? The Batman Returns series with Liam Neeson, or what am I thinking of? The Batman.
Oh, you're
series?
thinking of the. I mean, it's the main one. Dark Knight has Liam Neeson.
Well, no. I'm not thinking of the actual movies he was in, but we had talked about a hypothetical situation where the Batman series, where like he's old and having to teach a new one. If Liam Neeson were to play an old Batman or something, that would be really cool.
Interesting.
This can't
He played a
happen
villain.
now, but I would prefer it if Kevin Conroy played old man Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace. He voiced Batman on the TV shows back
Yeah.
in the day.
Oh, man.
I think my worst fear is Tom Brady.
No, it's Tom Brady and anything like successful or anything to do with him.
Well, I don't know. I think that's just my most the thing I hate most.
Well,
What about a fear? Not so much hatred.
I don't.
one of my favorite moments on this podcast is when you would ask what we'd do in a hypothetical situation if we woke up like 1,000 years in the future. And you were like, "Is Tom Brady finally retired yet?"
I was half serious.
That was
about
hilarious.
I can't think of something that I am just like Leighton level where it comes
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
sharks where I am
Leighton
just
level, no.
terrified of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know.
even though I know it's ironic because we're on a podcast, but number 3 for me is definitely public speaking.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
it's
this
just us
is
in this
very
room.
different. Yeah, it's just us in the room, the camera, so it's very different. Like if it was a live audience,
Yeah, that'd be very different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that.
For vlog number 6
ya.
of the Awkward Tapes, we're going in front of a live
Yeah.
studio audience to the Conjuring house.
Isn't that's so weird how like right now I don't know, it's just not nerve-wracking at all filming, but if for whatever reason if there was 100 people watching us like you, I would be nervous about
There
it.
could be just 50, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
That would be fun, though.
It would be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
But it'd just be like
it'd be fun. I'd have to do it in
difficult.
increments, though. I'd have to do like, okay, 10 people, then 20, then like very slow.
Yeah.
100,000.
It's tough.
I used to not like it, but the more I did it, the more comfortable I got, and now I don't. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's what
anymore.
everyone said. And my response was, I don't care. It's annoying.
Just
I
let me
think-
be uncomfortable.
We should go set up a podcasting table in downtown Nashville, like on the strip, and then just put a sign up front saying, "Come be awkward with us." That'd be fun.
Where would we plug stuff into?
Well, I mean, all we would need is like a.
All we need is a
Power
10,000
generator.
foot cable.
No, we just need a little power generator. That's all. Like a silent one.
Or a battery.
It'd last us an hour. or
A
two.
battery. One
enough.
battery.
hey, that's fair.
When we did
that's fair.
gigs on
Gigs.
the street,
Yeah.
we had a little
We had
car
some power.
battery that we used to power a piano
There you
We
go.
did do that.
or keyboard. Excuse me.
That was fun.
Piano.
I got a little story for y'all. Since
Okay.
you were talking, it made me think of this when you were talking about the demon stuff.
Okay.
So there was these two young guys that went on the Joe Rogan Experience. I don't know, maybe a week or two ago, and have y'all? I don't know the name of it, but do y'all know what I'm talking about when I say like there was this really haunted boat?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
No.
Well, there was a super haunted boat and whatnot, and these two, basically, I don't know if they were boys. I guess they're men, but they're very young guys or whatever.
Young men.
Young men,
Yeah.
we'll just say. They went and they visited it with a bunch of friends and whatnot. And so just to see if they could get it to talk to them while they were in the boat, they were asking it questions, and they would hear knocks like in different rooms. So then they decided, okay, we're gonna have a full on like conversation with this thing, yes or no's. But it wouldn't talk if the cameras were rolling. So here's what they did: they stopped all the cameras, but secretly, one of their friends recorded it and didn't tell anyone. Didn't even tell their friends. So when they were saying like we are not recording, everyone genuinely meant it.
Oh wow.
But he was recording because he didn't even tell his friends. And so then I think they like uploaded the audio like footage of it, just the audio, and it's like an hour long of them like talking to him with yes or no, having a yes or no question with
No
knocks.
way.
And they were knocking. They were like, okay, someone's got to be messing with us. It's a huge boat. There
Yeah.
would be knocks underneath the boat to the right.
Wow.
Like knocks from everywhere. It was crazy. It was a crazy story.
They were on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yes. Yeah, it was pretty cool. You
I
might
need
want
to
to check
look it
that
up.
out.
One of the
It
most
was- it was
profound statements I think I've heard from a movie that stuck with me was when we watched the Conjuring movie that was The Devil Made Me Do It. And one of the most interesting statements
that-
I've ever heard.
that the
I think
third
that's the
one?
third.
I think it's the third. Yeah. He had said, you know, in this courtroom, we've acknowledged God's existence for years. It's finally time for us to acknowledge the existence of the devil. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. You know, like if you believe in God, you better, I mean, not better, but you might as well just believe as much in
Yeah.
the devil. So
Oh yeah.
You better.
it's just kind of like, man, it exists.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
there.
good point. Golly, I can't imagine that. Dude.
I know. They
That
said
would
that they were
terrify me.
sitting in it like in a circle, and they were just like, okay, just asking it a bunch of different questions, like knock multiple times if yes, and just once for no or whatever. And sometimes it'd knock a couple times. Sometimes it'd be faint, and other times it'd be like loud.
Wow.
And there was one time, oh, they got spooked because they asked it something about if. This is what they asked. They asked if God was real. Okay, not to, I don't want to get religious.
Sure.
But they asked. They said, "Is God real?" And so a couple. I don't think they believed in God. Like the two that went on the podcast, pretty sure they didn't. But their other friends were like Christians, and so the Knox said no. And so the friends freaked out because their belief was that demons try to make people not believe in God. So that they thought that who they were talking to wasn't just like a ghost, it was a demon. And so they booked it out of there.
Start
But
swimming.
no, there's like a bay, I guess, that you could walk
Yeah.
up to. So they left, and then I think the other two, they stayed for a
Oh,
while longer and just talked to them.
Mm-mm.
You got to check it out. It was a crazy story.
The reason why stuff like that scares me so much is not because of like obviously there's a general consensus of, oh, I could get hurt or possessed or some crap, but it's more so when I cannot understand the intentions of a person,
Yeah.
it drives me crazy.
Oh.
Much less
Something that's
an
not a
invisible
human.
entity that is
Yes.
not human. That's what's the scariest part of horror movies
I
for
mean,
me.
yeah, imagining anything that's not like just human interacting with you and not knowing their intentions.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Like an old lady on the side of the road who's 80 years old. I still think she might hit me over the head when I'm not looking. And
Yeah.
she's like barely getting out of the car. Y'all know that story. And it's like I'm still looking over my shoulder just to make sure she's not going to whack me over the head with something. You know, you just never know. You never know what people are going to do or what they're thinking or how they're going to take advantage of you. So, yeah, I feel you.
Your life.
Anywho.
No, it's interesting stuff, man.
I don't. Part of me is like, I would want to experience something like that.
No, come on.
But
I mean, you have.
I have, but not on that level. I would. I mean, the house I grew up in, I still swear there was something. And house I live in now, nothing. Perfectly fine. But I never once was like, who are you? Who is this? I never once interacted with it at all.
Good.
Part of me wishes I tried to do something because part of me was like, that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
The other half is like, I would have paid my pants.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been content.
Well, no. Forget
And listen,
that.
Trev will do anything for content.
If you remember The Conjuring, what was it? Ed and Loretta Warren? Lorraine Warren. Their theory was that there was 3 steps to possession.
Yeah.
And part of one is denial and then acceptance and then possession. And so it's like, if you would have interacted, who would have known if it would have been nice to you?
I just pretended like I didn't acknowledge it
There you go.
half the time. That's what I did. But then there was a couple times I literally just ran.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I want to watch a scary movie now.
Okay.
Let's not.
Every time I do, it keeps me up at night for at least like a month.
What was the one we all went to see?
Smile. I still think
What a
about
great
it.
Oh my
movie.
god.
Recently, I've been thinking about that scene as we're talking about
At
it.
the end.
No, not even at the end. The scariest part in that entire movie. It wasn't even that.
Oh, it was
part.
the part that you called, right?
Uh,
Or Zach called it.
The one in the car?
No,
No,
not the one in the
no,
car. The one to
the
where the
therapist.
therapist. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That-
That messed me up.
that was the worst because it was like, oh, my therapist is at the door. I'm getting chills.
Oh, yeah.
Let in the therapist, and then talking to the therapist, and then the phone rings, and it's the
Hey, I'm
therapist.
just making sure you're. Golly, you do.
I did too, actually.
I wouldn't mind watching that again. I thought I liked that movie.
Nope.
it was crazy.
It had a couple. Like the therapist part was good.
That
The
was
ending wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But a lot of the jump scares to me were just like
That's cheap.
extremely obvious,
cheap. Yeah.
like
Well, one
cheap
of
or
them-
obvious. Like the one with the car. Like to me, that one was like
I think you
you
have to
saw
have a
that
couple
from
of
a
those.
mile away.
Well, that was also in the trailer.
True. I didn't see the trailer.
I did. And I kind of wish I didn't.
Yeah, the worst part was a smile from the therapist too.
Oh yeah, because she just slowly
worst.
just like.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you could like see her morph into something else.
Yep.
Was that all her acting, or did they have to?
I'm
CGI
sure
it?
they had to do some extra
Probably.
it
stuff.
looked
some
a
CGI.
little
I would say
fake.
half and half.
Yeah.
But the ending was the part that messed me up the most.
The ending.
Yeah.
Ending was
I
just weird.
To me, the ending wasn't that bad.
I felt like
personally.
it ended, but then the way the story kept going, I'm like, it didn't actually end. There's
Yeah.
more. And
Oh
it's not-
yeah,
it's
they
not
set
gonna
it
go
up
well.
for a second one.
It's not
definitely.
gonna go well.
Yeah.
That could be one of the things where like there's just a lot of movies in it, like because they could just keep setting it up like that.
Yeah.
I hope the second one's better though.
Maybe I don't know if they'll make another one. I mean, if I mean that wasn't the best movie. Like it was
don't-
okay.
Yeah,
it was
wasn't
alright,
bad,
but yeah.
but it wasn't top movie for me either.
no,
I don't want to see.
I think that was their first like big movie. I don't think it was supposed to be big either. I think it was supposed to be just some small film.
Well, I mean, hey, good on them for making it. Just
My only real
for me.
criticism of the movie, like I think the movie overall was done okay. I just didn't like the fact that you didn't really get to know like what it was that was the thing.
Yeah.
Like you just knew, okay, suicide in front of you, and then now the curse is on you. Well, what is the curse?
Yeah.
Like it's like I need more story.
I think they were doing that on purpose to create
I
a
was gonna
sense of
say-
mystery.
We'll create a sense of mystery. Well, plus that's also something that I think they did to make it more scary. Because ultimately, one of the things that scares people the most is either the unknown or not knowing something.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay,
Yeah, I
like
can
even
see
if I
that.
get like, because a lot of people will think, okay, like if you're sick or whatever, like okay, even if I'm sick, I'm not doing well, just like give me the bad news, just tell me something, because I can't stand like keep
Not
wondering
knowing.
and
Well,
not knowing
because
about it.
because the people in the movie they didn't know all about it either, right? They were trying to figure it out.
I wish
right?
there were. Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
there
So
was
I guess they were
more.
just trying to put us
It's
in
a
the
mystery.
Well,
in
plus
the moment.
when you run the risk of over-explaining something, because then, at least in a horror movie for me, when you over-explain it, then all of a sudden it becomes way less scary.
More
At least to me,
predictable, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you have to find the right balance of it. So I would rather have something under-explained than over-explained, personally.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you guys for coming back and, sitting around with us and hearing us. And
I wish I
listening.
was 5.
I love how we go from 5-year-old to like horror.
25
stuff.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's what it's all about.
Now getting awkward, man. Just being us, being
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us for a session of awkwardness.